Tim Burton's Attack of the 50-Foot Woman remake recruits K-pop Demon Hunters writers. Danya Jimenez and McMechan, the screenwriting duo behind Netflix animated hit K-pop Demon Hunters, have scored their next major gig, tapped to write Tim Burton's reimagining of Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. Burton is attached to direct and produce, alongside producers Andrew Mittman and Tommy Harper. Margot Robbie's LuckyChap is also producing and developing the project, with Kai Dolbashian executive producing and Morgan Begg overseeing for LuckyChap. The Hollywood Reporter broke the news, confirming Jimenez and McMechan's involvement and noting that Warner Bros. Has been developing the remake since 2024. The trade also reported that Gillian Flynn, Gone Girl, Sharp Objects, had previously been attached as the project's writer before the new duo came on board. In a statement shared with THR, the duo said, "We're obsessed with the idea of a 50-foot woman wreaking havoc because a man did her dirty. We have a feeling a lot of people will relate." With K-pop Demon Hunters, Jimenez and McMechan proved they can juggle big tonal swings, female-driven character comedy, and sharp observations without losing momentum. That mix feels useful here, because Attack of the 50-Foot Woman is only as fun as the perspective behind it. A straight remake risks feeling like a novelty act. A rewrite with intent can turn the premise into something that bites. LuckyChap is producing, but is Margot Robbie starring? LuckyChap's involvement naturally raises the question of whether Margot Robbie, one of the production company's co-founders, will lead the film. She has been reported for some time as circling the role, but it is not locked in publicly. It is also worth flagging that a few major outlets covering this new development, including The Hollywood Reporter and Variety, have not named Robbie as the star in their reporting. For now, the cleanest read is that LuckyChap is firmly on board while casting remains in motion. A cult classic with a long remake history. The original 1958 film, an independently made American sci-fi horror feature directed by Nathan H. Euron, starred Allison Hayes as a wealthy heiress who grows to enormous size and turns her fury on a cheating husband and his opportunistic lover. Released theatrically as part of a double feature, the film sat within a wave of 1950s size mutation sci-fi alongside titles like The Amazing Colossal Man and The Incredible Shrinking Man, although Attack of the 50-Foot Woman stood out by placing a woman at the center of the spectacle. Produced on a modest budget of roughly $88,000, the film performed well enough to spark early sequel discussions, though nothing ever moved beyond the scripting stage. Over the decades, the property has been repeatedly flirted with for remakes and reinterpretations, including abandoned development attempts in the late 1970s and mid-1980s. There was an HBO television remake in 1993 starring Daryl Hannah, and a string of tongue-in-cheek spin-offs and parodies. Even animated features like Monsters vs. Aliens have nodded to its giant woman legacy.